So here's the Samsung KS9800. I'm not a professional calibrator. I am a photo editor by trade, and much like someone who plays the guitar and can tune their own strings by ear, I feel like I can get colors pretty dang close to perfect. I've been playing with the set for about a month, just on my own eye, using my eye, and using some actual photos to compare perfectly color balanced white photos to the set, and I think they've got it almost perfect. And I don't want to pay somebody to come out here and mess with my set, because I've heard that it gets darker. They calibrate it and it ends up being a little darker than factory. So let's take a look at what I have going on here. I'm going to go into settings. I have an HDR Blu-ray in. This is going to be a calibration for HDR mode only. So picture mode is HDR plus. When you're watching HDR content, you cannot change that. HDR mode is on. Picture size 16:9. Go into expert settings. Alright, so here's the gravy. Backlight you want all the way up. Brightness 43, that helps you get some really awesome blacks. Now if you put it over 45, you're going to have washout. Contrast 100. Sharpness 0 when you're watching like Blu-rays or basically stuff shot on film or movies in general. I don't know what it is, but when you turn the sharpness up, everything looks weird. So leave it off, and you're gonna get natural image from the Blu-ray. You're not gonna have any sharpening or any processing going on to sharpen it, which ends up looking smoother but also cleaner. It's really cool. It looks amazing. So here for the color, I turn the color up to 60, and I'm going to show you why. For whatever reason, the greens in this set are oversaturated out of the box, and I've turned the tint from 50/50 to G41 R59. Now, it's going to look funny at first, but we'll get into some other stuff in a second. Digital clean view off. Just do that. Auto motion plus. This is like my preference, but it's give and take. I see some artifacting and some weird issues coming up with auto motion on. My favorite custom setting for auto motion would be blur reduction on 10 and jitter reduction on 3, or blur reduction on 8 and jitter reduction on 4. Don't turn blur reduction, don't turn jitter reduction on above 5, otherwise things start to look kind of funny. Unless you love soap opera effect, but I will warn you, I do see some artifacts coming up. For instance, like shearing and objects that are moving will have these weird glitches in them. I just turn it off because you end up getting used to seeing a little frame judder from movies shot in 30 FPS. That's my preference. You can try it out. Smart LED on high. Now here's how you get your good colors. You're going to go into HDMI UHD color. Whatever input you have that's HDR, and you want to get the full color spectrum, I think this is 10-bit color. This is how you activate it. Turn this on. Now, dynamic contrast, high. Color tone, warm 1. I find that color tone, warm 1, when something is white, it displays on the screen as white in color tone, warm 1. If you put it to what everybody else is saying, color tone 2, everything turns yellow. So put it to 1. Everything turns a little more blue, but now we're going to go into 2-point white balance, and we're going to take a look at what I've got. So Sorry for all the glare here. My phone screen isn't very clean. Well, you can't really see it right now, but let's move that down. Okay. Red offset, -3. Green offset, 0. Blue offset, -7. So that makes up for warm 1. Red gain, -6. Green gain, 0. Blue gain, -2. All right. So, you know, try this out. Let me know. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Gamma 1, it just gives it that extra little pop that I like. I can't really explain what it is, but it just makes the details and the shadows a little better. But it doesn't seem to affect black levels at all. Now, I haven't like hooked this up to any calibrating software or anything like that. I don't know what this is actually doing, but I think it's really dang close to perfect. At least for this Star Trek DVD is the one I've been using to calibrate it, because I heard it was really well processed film. Okay, color space, you want to put it on native. That's going to give you everything that's coming out of the Blu-ray player. And that's about it. So let me know what you think. Let this TV is so bright that it takes a while for my camera to keep up. But it's pretty good. Man, the colors are just amazing. I noticed that if you turn up the saturation too much, that the reds and the lips become unnatural. So that's why we turned it down in the white balance. But those are my settings, and I wish you guys luck.